Hey Pop, we thought you need some dating advice.
This is in celebration of the new movie, F, Marry, Kill from Lionsgate and BuzzFeed Studios that'll be in theaters and on demand.
That's Swipe Right Killer. He's out there, listeners.
I think I'm dating the killer.
So I know both of us have been in long-term, stable relationships for a while now. But do you remember from your days in the streets, any crazy first date horror stories?
I do. I've been chatting with this person for a week. He has a party. He hands me a drink. However, I did not take this drink. I gave it to my friend. She's a lightweight and she kind of like drowsy, kind of falling asleep. He was like trying to hit me to his bedroom with his friend. I found out it's actually his partner. They're in an open relationship. And when I said I'm feeling like I'm not interested, I'm not feeling any certain way, and they're like, oh, like how was your drink? And I was like, I gave my drink to my friend, and they're like, broke off, went their separate ways.
Huh, that's not weird at all.
And I was like, oh my God, I see why you gave me the drink.
Did you report them? They drugged your friend.
I didn't connect it.
This is the line, and you have catapulted over it.
Lesson learned. Always stalk their social media before. I do have a second one. I met this person in theater class. We were hitting it off. Yeah, so cute. He was asking me about my childhood, and I mentioned that my parents would take me to Petco instead of taking me to the zoo because they're frugal and cheap. He asked me out, and our first date he took me was to Petco, and he thought that was endearing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little better than that.
It's cute, but I would prefer going to the actual zoo.
Right.
And I wasn't trying to relive my childhood traumas.
Right.
What was your craziest first date experience?
So admittedly, I haven't been on that many first dates, but one of my friends told me the actually craziest story that I feel like belongs in like a fiction horror story or something. They're going on this date with someone that they haven't talked to a ton. As a first date, the man was like, oh, like, why don't you come over? Let me cook you dinner. Which for me, I'm like, I'm not meeting someone for the first time in their house. Like, you're gonna kill me. I'm gonna end up in the news for all the wrong reasons. But anyways, this girl was like, you know what, that sounds romantic. Yeah, like cook me dinner. Everything was going like normal, I guess. Until partway through the dinner, her stomach starts really hurting. And she's like, wow, I need to go to the bathroom so bad immediately.
Stop right there.
So she runs to the bathroom, has a massive number 2, and also doesn't fully make it to the bathroom, I guess, like pants off before it starts coming out. So it's a little bit messy, which already bad sign. She's trying to clean herself up and there isn't very much toilet paper available. So she uses and goes through all the toilet paper and is like, I'm still a mess. Like I can't go back out there until I'm clean. So she uses a towel that's in the bathroom. Disgusting. And he's like, hey, like checking on you, are you okay? Whatever. She's stuck, doesn't know how to get out. So she just comes clean and is like, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know how this happened. Is it okay if I like take a shower? He provides her like towel, like can go into like the real bathroom and shower and stuff. When she's clean and comes out, she sees him sniffing and like rubbing the poopy old towel washcloth on his face and realizes that he meant for that to happen. He had fed her laxatives in the food because he has a fecal fetish. So that was like the plan for the night, to get her to poop herself, for him to have a good time, I guess.
That all seems extremely specific.
Obviously, once she realizes what happened, she runs, leaves immediately, and starts Googling, and apparently online, the girls come together. This is not an unusual occurrence, like this happens. Not a home-cooked dinner, at least for the first date. Or maybe ever, honestly.
Drugging someone is definitely a red flag. I'm wondering if you...
Jail.
Yes.
Jailable offense.
Do you have any red flags?
Being too obsessed with their own looks, inability to communicate well, just being inconsistent. Those are some of mine, but what about you?
If you're always on your phone. Jealousy. And the other thing, if you're not a cat person, like I love my cat. So if you are not a cat person, it will not work out. Finally, if we're on a first date, you better not be out drinking me and finishing an entire wine bottle.
What do you think? We'll just split a bottle of rosé?
My other red flag, if you keep staring at my feet.
When has that come up for you?
It has. That I've been on a date and they are not making direct eye contact to me. It is direct foot contact.
Weird.
Towards the end of the date, they ask what shoe size I am.
Did they actually?
I think it was alluding to a foot fetish.
That's crazy.
Is there any dating advice you have?
One piece of advice that I recently found resonated with a lot of friends was the importance of scheduling regular check-ins with your significant other. That's the biggest one that I think has been top of mind recently. Well, what about you?
My big one is to understand your problems belong to you and not to other people.
I always really encourage my friends to write a specific list of qualities that you're looking for in a person. Knowing before you go in is really, really helpful.
That's also a good thing to have for your relationship in general, because you always have something to look back at. Maybe they don't fill all the check marks, but if they make you happy and they make you feel like a better person, you should just go for it.
Thanks so much for tuning in to mine, Rajen's dating horror stories, advice, all things relationship. I hope you had fun with us. If you want to check out a killer movie, check out F, Marry, Kill from Lionsgate and BuzzFeed Studios. It'll be in theaters and on demand.